What I love about life is that it's not linear. There are times when it feels like we are struggling to climb the mountain, or that we are simply wading through the valley. There are times of progression when life is smooth and calm and just right, and then there are those periods of regression when everything we try to do hits a snag. And it feels like we are standing on the precipice of defeat. We are not sure how or if we can go on. These phases are reminders that life is a journey. And through all the detours and disruptions, we must hold steadfast to our dreams. For some time now, I've been caught in what I'll call an in-between state, trapped somewhere between the summit and the valley. I know that I'm off my game and in need of change, but I'm uncertain as to how to proceed. There's an unshakable restlessness enveloping me, pulling me away from everything I know that matters. I know that because I've put off running for over 2 weeks, finally getting out for a run yesterday morning. It was not by any means a perfect or pain-free run, but I ran. And it's this same restlessness that breaks my focus when I'm writing, can easily pull me away from what I'm reading, and it can take me to that most dangerous point of all where I'll ask, what's the point? Maybe you can relate to being in your own in-between state, because when it's pulling you away from everything you know you can be, it's hard to hold steadfast to your dreams. And then you start to think that maybe they're right, that it was crazy for me to believe that I could be a writer, or I could have impact in the world, or it was crazy for me to want to start my own company. But what changed for me was when I heard something that Steve Jobs said, which is this: your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. How great our lives will be when we stop believing that we have all the time in the world. When we act on our dreams today instead of saying, I'll start tomorrow. Because who guaranteed you tomorrow? I took Steve Jobs' words as a call to action, to ignore all the clatter in the world, to not let it get inside my head so that I can stay centered and focused. Because my greatest fear, and it should be yours too, is that I lose my why to everyone else's expectations. As I said at the beginning, life is not linear, and while it will not always be easy, our greatest gift to ourselves and to the world is to live the life we imagine for ourselves, because that is how we will live a life of service. So I invite you to join me in showing up every day to do our best, refusing to compare ourselves to others. We will walk our own path. We will be ourselves and hold steadfast to our dreams. And I want to leave you with this thought: you are loved, you are worthy, and you matter. And you do not need anyone's permission to be unapologetically who you are.